We are live. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody's night going? Let me get us up on Facebook. Share it up. And then we're going to talk some breaks. So there's a few breaks that we have up in our Facebook. I'm working on collecting payments for a basketball break. Once it's a random team break, so once all spots are paid for, if there's any left over, because we're actually getting close to completely filling that one. If there's any spots left over, the leftovers I'll probably end up posting on here tomorrow. We also have a 6-box baseball break that is a few teams away from getting transferred over onto the drip shop too. But we last week decided to give something a shot. Can we fill a break strictly off a drip? And, well, we did it, but we did get a third of the way there. So then we put it back on Facebook, and we quickly got to where we needed. And since most of the payments were in at that point, it wasn't so bad. Like right now we're on the second day of collecting payments for a break for basketball. Should be in by now, but we're meshing a few things together. And what we're going to do is we're going to give first crack on drip. So if you're watching us elsewhere right now, all right, what we got to do, and there is a face for you guys on Facebook, guys and gals on Facebook, there is a break that is going to be posted. It's going to be a series of breaks where we hold dibs for teams. So that is going to be posted on Facebook. So don't worry, it's not like we're just abandoning Facebook, although I don't know if that's crossed my mind of not having to deal with the filters and the antics, but I love you guys too much. So, but we are going to be doing this on drip where we're going to set a time. All right, I set it for 10:30, but I did not realize that we were going to have all this road work going on. I only live 7 minutes away from the store, and took me quite a bit of time to get here. So we haven't even announced the first one, and we already got a spot sold. Awesome. So capture the flag. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how the Facebook, the Twitter thing works out first, right? So, capture the flag made its drip debut yesterday. This is a concept where I am of the belief that everybody who purchases something from me should get something. I don't sell air. I sell trading cards. I sell memorabilia. I sell fun stuff. Air you can get for free, right? So we have this variation of a pack war wherein we'll sell a box by the pack, but we'll factor in another box in the price. You get to keep all the cards in the pack, but we do a pack war, and whoever wins the pack war captures the flag. So this is going to be the box that one person will get a personal break, all for themselves. So here are the rules. Okay. This will be a variation from our usual pack wars. In this case, everyone will keep all cards in their packs. All right, including the hits. packs will be picked in the order of the list. Right now, we're kind of doing this as a straight fill. So Michael will be spot number 1 when we figure this all out, right? If they're not present for some reason, so like, all right, let's say hypothetically we get enough people in here and we kill all 18 spots tonight. And you're still hanging around, we'll rip it. All right. Do I think that's going to happen? Wasn't planning on it, but hey, we might be on here a while because we got 3 breaks to talk about, not just one. This is the easy one because this is just one thing in the shopping cart there. If you want multiple packs, you can get multiple packs out of there. Now for those watching on Facebook, you got to get it out of the drip shop first. All right. First crack at all 3 of these breaks are exclusively through our drip shop. Now, you get your pack, right? Whoever has the lowest serial number on the right-hand side of the card captures the flag, meaning they will get a personal break of the prize box. The first tiebreaker would be the lowest serial number on the left-hand side. So yesterday, all right, the winner of the prize box had a parallel that was numbered 5 out of 7. All right. Now let's say hypothetically somebody else got a card that was numbered 6 out of 7. That would lose the tiebreaker. The 5 out of 7 would hold. Okay. So with baseball, we were able to do it, pretty price conservatively, and we have some other options with baseball. It gives us a little flexibility. Football, it's tough because you got to find the right product with serial numbered cards. And, football and basketball are kind of pricey right now. So I went back, I looked, what do I have in stock? And I'm like, all right, 2019, Kyler Murray, I think he wants like $8 billion a year, which is what Tom Brady is going to get to announce games. I guess he gets on-the-job training for how to announce. I don't know. All right, so whoever gets the lowest serial number card out of that box wins this one. Donruss clearly. Or clearly Donruss. I don't know which way it goes. But 1 auto, 8 rated rookies. So, yeah, a good chance of getting somebody decent there. All right. Now there's 18 packs available, or there was. 2 of them are already gone. The goal is to get this break done tomorrow. So we're going to be on for a little while because we have 2 more breaks to go through. And, when you put things up team by team, it takes a little bit of time. But hopefully, in the next hour. So here's the deal. I was not expecting traffic. They're like working on a huge stretch of road, the road that my shop is on, and that road I travel for about 4 miles, and like 2 miles it was like the guys with the signs turning it, stop slow, and I'd never seen it before where there's like 5 or 6 guys holding the signs on our, usually the road work on this road is like, like one guy on one end, one guy on another. So this is like a major project. They had like a mile long worth of trucks. I don't know. So it took me a little while to get here. So I was able to input the capture the flag. That was pretty easy, right? And I was able to input the next break that we're about to go over, which is our 15-box Pick Your Team football mixer. All right. So again, with football, we've kind of been incorporating retail into our breaks. We're generally a hobby break group, but when they give you like 1 or 2 boxes of products that they used to give you 3 to 5 cases of, it complicates things. So I still want to get you guys good cards, so I figure out a way to get the best bang for the buck type boxes into the breaks. So here is the first look at our 15-box Pick Your Team football mixer. All right. We got a little bit of hobby-ish stuff to go over. This is actually a hybrid box. So this is an H2 box of 2021 Phoenix football. So you're going to have exclusive H2 parallels and 1 autograph per box on average. Man, they don't even make it the same color. Like, how are you supposed to read? Look at that. Look at the fine print there. I like people to get autographs. Sometimes we got to put something in there that's cheapy fillerish to make that happen. So I thought, well, how about we do this? 2022 Sage High Series football. So the blasters can be kind of rough, right? 3 autographs, usually, but the hobbies, usually you get a couple decent names out of there. I mean, this draft class, that might be tough. It's a lot of good players, but it's probably the least sexy draft since 2013. Let's face it. But there's still some guys on here that are going to be worth chasing. So I figure, what the heck. So that's in there. Next, and these got hits in them, so that's why I picked them. We got a couple mega boxes of Playbook. So those do have 1 hit per box. Next, a Fanatics exclusive. All right, so we got 2 boxes of Mosaic, 2 mega boxes. But these are the Fanatics with the camo red parallels. Three blaster boxes of Contenders. Again, I like these because they got hits in them. And you can get, the rookie names and the autograph sets and stuff like that. But primarily looking for hits. Somebody was showing me, there's some decent ones still out there. Somebody showed me a Justin Fields relic auto that they pulled. That is a decent amount. So we also have a few, I think, like purple parallels, but the hit's the main reason why these are there. Chronicles Draft, 3 boxes. The exclusive pink parallels, and you got the nice assortment. So there's 12 boxes of cards right there, and for those of us who have been breaking with us for a long time, I like to throw in memorabilia into our card breaks. So we got 1 TriStar Hidden Treasures helmet, a 2022 TriStar Hidden Treasures helmet, and then a 2021 Platinum mini helmet. So now with this mix of product here, you are looking for some star players, right? We'll have some parallels and some decent stuff, some special inserts. All right, you're looking for the Genesis in Mosaic, right? You're also looking for rookies, so we pick some things that have some cards. Maybe hunting for like Kenny Pickett or somebody like that in the Sage box. But again, that's those hobby boxes I think are cheaper than the megas. So, and then you have the 3 helmets, and those checklists kind of have their own repetitiveness on certain teams. So, without further ado, and these are going to just kind of go in whatever order they got filtered in on the managed product screen here. So the first team we're going to release is the Packers, $32.95. I would say they're average to above average finds in the mini helmets. And again, some things like the contenders hits or nice parallels in Mosaic. That's kind of your main thing. All right, the helmets are going to be, again, a strong possibility too. I'd say above average on the helmets. Next team coming out. Chiefs, $79.95. So again, I would say above average on the helmets. We've seen a lot of guys from your Len Dawsons to your Tyreek Hills. All right. I know he just got signed by a new team, but let's not forget there's a little bit of a need for catch up there. I don't think he's really done any Dolphin signings, and if he has, I wouldn't expect to see that in any product for 6 months, maybe. Maybe part of the way through the season, halfway through the season, we'll see that. And Patrick Mahomes parallels are always good. Genesis would be an awesome thing. Raiders, $32.95. Raiders, average in the mini helmets. We've seen some decent names come out. And of course, parallels of guys like Derek Carr. And I think to hunt for, but really the mini helmets are the main intrigue there, I would say. Next, we have a team that's definitely high probability on the helmets and has a pretty decent rookie too in Kadarius Toney. The Giants are $79.95. Giants, $79.95. Again, very, very strong probabilities in mini helmets. Excuse me. A few decent star players to chase after parallels, and Kadarius Toney, a strong rookie. Next, we'll go with the Titans. $29.95. They are probably a little below average on the helmets. But we've seen guys like Derrick Henry sign for them. A.J. Brown's been on the checklist before. All right. Usually the mini helmets, the jerseys, they're kind of similar. The full-size helmets usually have the strong names in there. Jets, $94.95. So with the Jets, you got Zach Wilson. So a quarterback, one that's hopefully going to have a little bit more protection for him after this draft. Definitely above average on the helmets. We've seen guys like Joe Namath. Zach Wilson should be on the checklist. Trying to think of. I think we've seen Curtis Martin on there as a Jet. So, I would say above average. Yeah, here's one where it's like almost most of the time you're going to see a helmet come out. Now, one would act like that's an exaggeration, but no, not really an exaggeration. How about them Cowboys at $109.95? I feel like every TriStar case has at least one Bob Lilly in it. We've seen stuff like Amari Cooper as a Cowboy. A lot of older Cowboys. Some newer ones too. Trying to think of anybody recent. I forget who it was. There was a Super Bowl MVP that we had on one of the helmets. One of the more recent breaks. I think out of the last 5 breaks that we have had mini helmets in, I think 3 of them have had Cowboy hits. So just saying there. So just to recap, we're going over a 15 box football mixer. And we also have Capture the Flag 30 out, which is 2019 Donruss Hobby. And the flag is 2021 Clearly Donruss box. Continuing on. Got a little cheapy here. The Commanders, $27.95. One thing they ain't commanding is a big price. Kind of below average on the helmets. Excuse me. We have seen Joe Theismann's a guy that comes out for the Commanders / Washington football team / Redskins sometimes. Next team is the Broncos. 67.95. Got Javonte Williams as a strong rookie. Got a few star players to look out for, parallels for. And I say they're average. Lately average. They were an above average team at one point, but you were seeing Peyton Manning Broncos helmets getting put in there at a decent rate at that time. Trying to think of guys we've seen like Terrell Davis. I have a Broncos helmet over there, and I don't remember who it is. Not a Hall of Famer, but a guy who was kind of like a fan favorite type star. Vikings, 44.95. They're slightly above average on the helmets. They usually have some decent names too. We've hit stuff like Dalvin Cook in the past. Usually tends to be older guys. I'm trying to think of who is the Hall of Famer that you normally see in the Vikings. I'm drawing a blank here. Paul Krause is one that we saw recently, if I remember right. Here's another one at 27.95. It's the Saints. I haven't seen Atwater in a long time, but we don't do as many of these as we used to back in the day either. So it could be out there. I think we hit Atwater on a jersey, but like I said, the jerseys and the mini helmets tend to have similar checklists. Next one up. Oops. Saints didn't have any inventory, it looks like. Just fix that. Next one up is the Steelers at 99.95. Now, in addition to shooting for Kenny Pickett in the Sage box, you got Najee Harris. You have some star players that could draw some parallels. And a very high insertion rate in the mini helmets. Pulled a few recently. Jack Ham. Past guys, I don't think we see them as often now, but past guys that we've had include Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, and Terry Bradshaw. So there's some good names out there. Hines Ward has come out before. So, now I remember who I was thinking of on the Raiders. Tim Brown. Tim Brown's a guy that shows up in there pretty frequently. Next team. Let's see how fast this one goes. This is the big one. 259.95. Patriots Mac Jones. Looking at my helmets here real quick. All right, not that one. Yeah, there are still Tom Brady helmet possibilities. All right, even though he's as a Buck, there's also ones of him as a Patriot. I'll tell you what, it's easier to hit Tom Brady out of a mini helmet where they only put one or two in the whole series than it is to hit him most products. Just saying. Is it a long shot? Yes. But is it easier than most products? Yeah. And then you got Mac Jones. And the Patriots usually pretty good in the helmets too. A lot of times they squeeze in like guys from the 70s, like Jack Hanna and guys like that. But there's some stuff that comes out there. So Patriots $259.95. It's another team very big in the helmets. Last break I hit a Thurman Thomas. $49.95 for the Bills. So you got some star possibilities, Josh Allen parallels and stuff like that. Boogie Basham. I think that's a guy that's a decent guy if you're a Bills fan. Maybe nobody else gives a crap. But tons and tons of potential on a mini helmets. Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith, Andre Reed. All right. I think Josh Allen usually ends up as one of the guys on the box. Some good stuff out there for the Bills. Some other players too. All right, here's another good one for TriStar autographs. 49ers, $99.95. I know this from experience. All right. One of the few memorabilia pieces in my personal collection. There's some decent TriStar signers. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana have been in these products. Trey Lance is a good rookie to chase in the cards. So you got a quarterback there. 49ers, very good bang for the buck team. Very good opportunities there. $119.95 for the Bengals. Again, we talked about the last football break. We put memorabilia in about like jerseys. We had some jerseys in there. And, there's some players. First year and second year players are very good for these breaks. And just like I had said that previous break a few weeks back about Justin Herbert, worth a shot at for the price. Bengals are becoming an average team on the helmets. They used to be a below average team. And, you see guys like Ickey Woods show up. But now you got Joe Burrow into the mix. And what the heck is the wide receiver? Well, Jamar Chase is going to be in there too, and he's going to be in the rookies. And then the T. Higgins, I think, has autograph availability in there. And I think in the past we've seen Boomer Esiason come out. And Joe Mixon. I know we've hit Mixon on the jerseys. I don't remember if we had a helmet with him, but so 119.95 for the Bengals. Speaking of the Chargers, they're 54.95. Again, good parallels out there. You get a decent short printed Herbert. That'll do you good. So Chargers, 54.95. Next. Another team that's been very high on the insertion rate on the helmets. And you have Devonta Smith as a rookie. The Eagles, 74.95. Eagles, 74.95. Let's stick with teams with decent rookies on them. This is a team not so big on the helmets. Falcons. Kyle Pitts, the big chase there. $29.95 for the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey is a guy who's shown up on the helmets. I don't know if he passed away a little ways back, but Kevin Green was one that would show up sometimes for the Falcons too. Not Falcons, Panthers. Trying to think of who else. There's been a few guys. Again, below average on the helmets. But the guy that we have seen in the past most frequently was Christian McCaffrey. So at $37.95, you got the Lions. They got a bunch of filler hits. So, some cheap autograph possibilities. They're the type of guys that would be in the retail products a lot of the times too. So, but let's face it, the mini helmets, we're looking at trying to get like Barry Sanders. Would be nice. Be very nice. Ravens, $39.95. So for those watching this video stream on Drip, all right, if you follow Marc-Down Breaks, you'll still be able to purchase stuff off of this link overnight. So we'll definitely leave this stuff in the Drip shop. And we might do a second video tomorrow and try to catch some of those early. Early birds. Next team. The Bears, 119.95. Justin Fields. You have probably below average on the helmets, but when you get a name, it's a decent one. Guys that we've seen sign for TriStar or Leaf in the past, they're all TriStar helmets, but they used to like to float around a Walter Payton in the series. The Justin Fields would be nice too. Ditka's come out before. I'm trying to remember if that was a mini helmet or if that was a 16x20 photo. Jim McMahon, I think we've seen sign for come out of the TriStar stuff. Another cheap one here, $29.95 for the Cardinals. Cardinals below average on the helmets. Kyler Murray parallels wouldn't be too bad of a deal there. All right, here's a big one. We talked about Tom Brady before. Buccaneers, 114.95. All right, Trask, kind of the strong side of the rookies there, but Tom Brady parallels in sets like Phoenix and Mosaic would be awesome. And again, there are Buccaneers helmets for Tom Brady in the memorabilia. If you're reaching for Brady auto, you probably have just as good a shot, if not better, than most, if not all, products that Panini puts out. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Why is everybody complaining about prison football? It's the ESPN article. Apparently, the same stock paper that are used for a large amount of trading cards, right? The same stock, the same style, that it's also the same used for at-home tests, or it might be all tests, for that 5-letter abbreviation followed by the number 19. So if you're wondering why there's a paper shortage and why cards are hard to come by, that's a big part of the reason why, apparently, according to the ESPN article. I don't know. I don't particularly care for ESPN, but I'd like to think that tidbit is an accurate media portrayal. I know it's so hard to find nowadays. Awesome. I actually had to reorder business cards. That's how many people have been coming through the door here. I mean, I never give somebody just one, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to need some more by Charlotte. So, trying to pull up that if that story's out here. I don't know. Somebody tweeted that. All right, next team to come out. Another good one on the helmets, and also a team that has a major rookie. At 94-95, you got the Dolphins. So Jalen Waddle. And you also have a lot of possibilities in the mini helmets. We've seen a few Larry Littles lately pop up. Mercury Morris. So you got a lot of the undefeated Dolphins show up. There's been some Tuas in recent years. Been a bunch of stuff. Next team. We're almost done with the football list, and then we have baseball. Another big team on the helmets, the Seahawks. A lot of Steve Largents out there. But Seahawks pretty decent in general. It's been quiet over on Facebook. All right, next team. It's been quiet over here too. You're all hanging over my every word. Or you're waiting for the full list of teams to be out so then you can start putting them together. Rams, your Super Bowl champion Rams, 37-95. Above average on the helmets. We've seen Dickerson, Todd Gurley, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk's been on a helmet before. Minis. I think Gurley and Marshall Faulk a few years back, we hit them in the same week. So that's the Rams. Yep, just a few more teams left in football to go over, and then they'll be all out. 29-95 Browns. That's all I got to say about that. Man, they're really screwing up this whole Baker Mayfield thing. I mean, the way they've gone about it. Now, you know me. If you've been watching us, I am a firm believer. You sign a contract and you live up to it. Then it's asking for, oh no, Kyler Murray. I'm not going to come back unless I get double the money that any other quarterback in history has ever gotten. Get the heck out of here. You're not even that good. You're not bad. You're worth paying some money to. Probably for the Cardinals worth overpaying. But he ain't worth as much as you think. But the way the Browns have totally browned on Baker Mayfield, let's face it, big steaming pile of brownie on Baker Mayfield's face as a result of the way he's been treated. Yeah, I don't know how anxious I would be to get back to work there. 2 more teams coming up. I think these are the last 2 for the 15 boxer. $44.95 for the Texans. I can see TriStar dumping as much Deshaun Watson stuff in these products as they can. I remember when Le'Veon Bell, his contract situation was up, you were finding those jerseys left and right. And Watson was a guy who kind of popped up quite a bit, both on a Texans and on, what the heck was it, Clemson? Whatever college helmet. You would find him a lot too. Davis Mills, rookies. Another thing to look out for in that one. And here's the last team for the 15-box mixer. No longer the strongest team in 2021 products. That ship has long sailed. But if you are a believer that the Jaguars coaching foibles were the main cause of Trevor Lawrence having a god-awful season, I mean, the talent's there on somewhere on the scouting report. This was a guy that was supposed to be a sure thing. Even more talented than Burrow, and Burrow was supposed to be the real deal, and he ended up in the Super Bowl second year. The only thing that kept him from, achieving a lot his rookie year was an injury, a severe injury. So, Jaguars, $124.95. So that is all the teams for football. And what I'm going to do is, again, I got to add them in one by one for the baseball break that we're going to go over tonight. Those of you watching on Facebook, you know what the deal is with 3 teams. All right. Even if you're buying them here in the drip shop, we will have some break credit up for grabs, or really anything credit. I feel like tomorrow I should broadcast from the store floor. I don't want to do that tonight, but maybe I'll move the computer over there tomorrow. I'm still sorting a bunch of stuff, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. All right. A question about the break. So the other break, I don't know. I think there was some confusion on the end with the distributor. So basically, I wanted to order more Diamond Kings for the store. And the night before, I sent an email asking what my total was. Because, you got to spend money to make money, but sometimes you need the right amount of money in the right account. So, if I had to go to the bank in the morning, I wanted to know. Never got an email. Like 2:00, I'm like, because a lot of shipments are coming in delayed too. I mean, everything's delayed. And I'm just like, ever get that total? I sent it to you in the morning. No, you didn't. So by the time we do the back and forth email, like, oh gosh, I just want to say freaking call me. But I know what's going to happen when he calls me. I'm going to talk about allocations, and I'm sure he doesn't want to hear about it because he probably hears about it from everybody. So, but seriously, guys my size got screwed really bad. So, anyways, so I was like, I wanted to add. You could buy a limit of 8 more boxes of Diamond Kings. So used to be I would get 2, not inner cases, full cases of Diamond Kings. I got limited to an inner case. I said I wanted more, but I didn't have the money in the right account. So I think he took that as ship it tomorrow, and so they could get it all together. So it's not what I meant. Ship what I paid for today, and what I pay for tomorrow, ship tomorrow. But so I don't have it on hand right now. It's gonna come tomorrow. So if anybody's looking for personals of Diamond Kings right now, I know that's usually a popular one we do like on day one. They'll be here tomorrow. So maybe we can do some of those tomorrow night. And then I'll order more. So the break that we have set up is my inner case. Half of it. So 6 boxes of Diamond Kings. 2022. Also going to put in a 2022 Top Series 1 hobby box and a 2022 Bowman hobby box. And just going to do one by one here. So, let's see if that's the right picture. Yeah. So I got the Diamond King, one of the sell sheet pages. All right. These out is what I was doing all by the time I got to the store. So first team that we're gonna drop here in Diamond Kings is the Diamondbacks. Jordan Lawler. In the Bowman. Drawing a blank on who is in Diamond Kings, but there's a few names. I remember they had some quantity on the checklist. All right. Don't forget, in Diamond Kings, you're also looking for downtowns. So Diamond Kings is going to have your downtowns. Next team Coming right up. Is going to be the Braves. $42.95 for the Bravos. Next up, team that's got a little bit in Diamond Kings and probably a little bit more in the Bowman. Orioles, $47.95. Remember, in Diamond Kings, usually you get some really cool relics on the legacy teams. By legacy, I mean teams that have been around a long time. You know, you will see those like Babe Ruth relics and stuff like that. Cut signatures. Usually pretty scarce. If not a one of one, usually very low numbered. And then, little tops. And then Bowman for the prospects. Team that's got it all would be the Red Sox at $99.95. So Red Sox, $99.95. And a team with similar stuff in it. Prospects. Old stuff in Diamond Kings. Rookies. All right, you got Jarren Duran on the Red Sox. White Sox. Also $99.95. A little bit stronger in the Bowman with Colson Montgomery. But a pretty decent checklist in Diamond Kings as well. I know Abreu has a downtown. I think there's multiple people with downtowns on the White Sox. They got a pretty long checklist, too. Next up at $34.95. Nationals. So Nationals. $34.95. We got three centrally located teams coming up that are all strong in Bowman and have a couple decent things to go along in Diamond Kings as well. So for those in the Midwest area. Not just about, well, let's face it, it's like never about the White Sox. Poor team. Might start to be nowadays, but 57.95, you got the Cubs. And Triantos, a guy that would be nice to pop up. Oh, inventory didn't pop in there. In Bowman. Then the next two are going to be 59.95. And you got Reds. What is it? Eddie's Leonard, the big prospect for the Reds and Bowman. And this next team, we actually had a huge hit in the jumbo box for this guy. We had the second best prospect for this team in Bowman. What was it? John Kenzie Noel. We had a gold shimmer auto. Huge hit. That's not even their biggest prospect. It probably would have been a four-figure card if it were George Valera. But the Guardians are $59.95. And again, you know, teams with long histories, for the most part, tend to be good in Diamond Kings. I was actually surprised this year the A's, who are like perennial favorites in Diamond Kings, not quite as strong as years past. It's a little disappointing. Oh, we got a nice little bargaining team coming up here. $22.95. For the Rockies. And one of the stronger pitchers in this year's rookie class. I mean, not the strongest. It's not like this guy's pitched a no-hitter or anything, but still somebody who's looked upon as some ace or 1A potential. Got Matt Manning along with some other prospect possibilities in Bowman. You got the Tigers. $47.95. All right, we got another inexpensive team coming up here. And this one might be kind of a steal. Not big on the prospect side with the Bowman. A lot of name power, but a lot of relics in Diamond Kings. So, but there's definitely good quantity on their checklist. And I think there's a couple downtown options. You got the Astros, $22.95. And they are gone. Boy, the other day we were moving a lot of teams. I don't know. It's 3 breaks at once too much? Are we waiting until like everything's announced? We had moved a lot of stuff for the last break when we did Bowman. We have eyeballs, so we are waiting to hear what comes next. That's a plus. $26.95 would get somebody the Royals. Now, this next team has a couple of good rookies. One of which is a pitcher and did pitch a no-hitter yesterday. That was kind of fun. We're talking about the game as we were doing our Bowman break last night. I think also a couple downtown possibilities, if I remember correctly. And $99.95 gets the Angels. I think we got a pretty good bang for the buck team coming up here. $69.95, the Dodgers. And a team that's got a little bit in Diamond Kings. But you're definitely looking at Bowman as your biggest upside here. And that team is going to be the Marlins at $74.95. Another GP with some quantity in Bowman. There's a few first Bowman autos to chase in that one. $29.95 for the Brewers. And then next up, $32.95 for the Twins. This one might be a good team to snatch up. Definitely a hot team in baseball right now. We'll go to the New York Mets, and they are available for $49.95. Now, while he doesn't have a regular card in the product, I guess they've done, the guys at Panini felt confident enough to give it downtown somebody who's still an A-ball. I don't know. I kind of disagree with that thought there. I know we want the cool names and stuff like that. I don't think prospects should be on downtown cards. Unless they're like at AAA and like they're about to break through. You know what I'm saying? But Jason Dominguez has a downtown, and the Yankees are $89.95. What else besides the Diamond? So it's 6 Diamond King boxes, 1 hobby box of Top Series 1, and 1 hobby box of Bowman. So you got 6 hobby boxes of Diamond King, so half of the inner case, a Bowman hobby, and a Top Series 1 hobby. And let's see here. Again, not as strong in the previous years in Diamond Kings, but you do have a strong prospect holdover from Bowman draft. As a first rounder, usually they save a couple for Bowman. And Max Muncy in the A's, $29.95. And this team is $27.95 coming up here. And we got the Phillies. A team that had a pretty decent miss yesterday. Don't let those hits be misses. $42.95. It's the Pirates. One of the big prospects to chase in Bowman is James Wood. And you got a few star players, so pretty sure there's at least one downtown to be had on this checklist. Let's take that over again. Next team out, $49.95 for the San Diego Padres. And we got 6 more teams to post. And then all the teams for tonight's breaks will be posted, and we'll do a quick rundown on what's left. So again, first opportunity live in the drip shop. When we are not live, these teams will still be up in the drip shop. You can go to the link that I posted. And you can still pick stuff up even after we've signed off. All right, $22.95. I think this is the cheapest team for one of. Giants. Excuse me. $29.95 for the Mariners. We know those Mariners won't be cheap once the next wave of rookies start hitting the sets here. $29.95 for the Cardinals. All right, let's see how long this team lasts. $139.95. Rays. Hunting some Wander Franco down. Yeah, it didn't take long. Two more teams, and then they're all out. This is the cheapest team in the break. My bad. Rangers, $18.95. And then the only team we haven't gone over is the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays are $42.95. And that takes care of the 3 breaks that we were looking to post tonight. So again, for those of you who frequent us on Facebook, there are 2 breaks there that we're going to give some extra special TLC to tomorrow. And these are just going to kind of chill in the drip shop probably for the next anywhere from 12 to 48 hours. We'll see how the progress is on sales for these. But we'll probably come back up live tomorrow at some point, push this, and maybe push some of the teams in the other 2 breaks that we already have up. So 5 breaks up in total right now, 3 of which are currently drip exclusives. So again, Capture the Flag 30, 2019 Donruss Hobby Box. Packs are $49.95 a piece. And this is the flag, Donruss Clearly Football Box. All right. Already sold some packs. Hopefully we can get some more gone. 15-box Pick Your Team Football Mixer. 2022 Sage High Series Hobby Box to pump some autographs in. All the other trading card boxes are from 2021. Phoenix H2, 3 Contenders Blasters, 3 Chronicles Draft Blasters, 2 Mosaic Mega Boxes. I don't know, the blaster said Fanatics exclusive. I don't see it written anywhere. I guess the red camo parallels are the ones to look for. So that's 2 boxes of that. And then we have 3 mini helmets. So one of which is a platinum. And those teams are all down there on the drip shop right now. And then the 3rd break, 2022 Diamond Kings half inner case plus. So half case plus. 6 boxes of Diamond Kings. 1 Bowman Hobby. 1 Top Series 1 Hobby. That's pretty much where we're at. Excuse me. So does anybody have any questions for me on anything that we've gone over? So it took us a little while. About an hour and a half later. We got all the teams named. And that's pretty much it. Nothing on Facebook. So we have Diamond Kings arriving tomorrow. I also have Tribute arriving tomorrow. I think I'll save those for like a Facebook run. So we're going to have a lot of breaks on the board right now. But two of them look like they're already ready to come off, and they're the ones that have been up there for a little bit. So last call. Anybody got anything for me? Otherwise, I'm going to go home and go to bed. I'm tired. I feel like it's been nonstop, man. Had another practice with the 8U today. They seem to be getting pretty comfortable with the Blue Flame pitching machine, so we're going to use in their game on Friday. Hopefully the other team is one that'll appreciate that, because I don't know, you have a mix of teams down here in rec ball. Some of them, it's like they practically use a rubber ball and play with T-ball rules. And then other ones, they're like, we got to get ready for districts. We got to use the Blue Flame. I tend to lean more in that direction. But I'm very pleased with the progress these girls are making. Sometimes you're blessed with talent, and sometimes you got to work at it. And, these girls are definitely putting the work in that need to. So I like coaching the little ones. They're fun to coach. I can't say I have much experience coaching the big ones. Ellie quit just starting 14U, and she was on another, in a program where she didn't have me as a coach. Lexi, sometimes I help out with the practices a little bit, but when you got people with like Division I experience coaching your kids, I'm humble enough to help when needed and stay the heck out of the way when not. So I'm laying the foundation on some 6, 7, and 8-year-old players. So that's fun. But it's tiring, especially when Becky wants to stay after practice and, take another 20 pitches off the machine. I got to clean up because I was the only coach there today. Hopefully all 3 are there on Friday. But got to teach them how to use the machine if needed. Yeah, so I think I killed enough time installed for if anybody had any questions for me. So with that all being said, those are our breaks that are up right now. And again, there's still more on the way. There's still new releases coming out. For everything that's been delayed for a long time, there's some stuff that's been delayed for a while and is coming out this week and next. So just got to keep your eyes peeled for what's coming. So have a good night, and hopefully we'll be able to rip you a new one soon. I'm going to monitor tomorrow morning, see how much of this stuff is gone again. Even if we're not live, this stays up. So if you're following us on Drip or you're on Facebook, the link for Drip was sent out, including in our little group chat. So even if I'm not live, teams can still be purchased off of this link. And probably going to go live tomorrow, earlier in the day if I can get all that stuff out there cleared away. And go live again and pump out some more teams, some more capture the flag spots, and hopefully we'll have some fun there. All right. Have a good night, and we'll rip you a new one soon. Take care.